Live, late breaking. This is KMAX News at 11.
And thanks for joining us. I'm Tori Larned. We're following breaking news this morning of a hit and run that killed a woman and her dog. KMAX Nicolette Perdomo is out at the scene of the accident. That's near 27th and Avenue Q. Nicolette, have police found who they're looking for yet?
Tori, police are still searching for a driver who hit and killed a cyclist and a dog and then drove away right here off of 27th Street and Avenue Q. And it happened just before 11 Tuesday night. Officers responding found a woman and a dog hit by a car. EMS confirms the woman had passed away at the scene. Right now, we don't know the name of the victim, but police say it appears the suspect was driving northbound on Avenue Q and struck the woman attempting to cross the street with her bicycle and dog. And police are still looking for the suspect. If you know anything, you're encouraged to call Crime Line at 741-1000, and you can remain anonymous. Reporting in Central Lubbock, I'm Nicolette Perdomo, KMAC News.
Thank you, Nicolette. New this morning, Monterey High School alerting parents after officials say a gun was found on campus. Officials did find and secure the weapon, but they're taking every precaution possible to make sure everyone is safe. They say no threat was made against anybody at the school, and class is still resuming as normal. They're asking parents to not come pick up your child since this will delay the clearance process. They will keep you updated when they have cleared the entire campus. They say the student or students involved will be punished. Police have arrested a man who they believe robbed two Metro PCS stores within an hour of each other. Detectives eventually pulled over 32-year-old Byron Whitfield, finding stolen items in his car, and arrested him. They say his first hit was the Metro PCS on 34th Street at 10 Tuesday morning. Police say he pulled a gun on the employee, he grabbed some cash, and then put her in a closet in the back of the store, telling her if she came out, he'd shoot her. An hour later, police believe that same suspect in the same outfit hit a second Metro PCS at University Avenue and 73rd Street. LPD says he told employees not to do anything stupid while demanding more money before escaping in a gold Chevy Trailblazer. A nearby business employee says they saw a man wearing a hood walk by and wish it dawned on them sooner.
Well, we saw the guy walk right by, had his hood on. Never thought it being hot outside, why does somebody have a hoodie on? You know, just with the weather changes, you don't think of things like that. Then we started talking about it there inside the office, and, you know, things that we need to start paying attention to.
Police say none of the victims were hurt, and Whitfield is behind bars at the Lubbock County Detention Center. Well, I don't know about you, but I am ready for this week to be over, this day to be over, so we can enjoy this beautiful weather. Let's get you over to Lexi in the weather lab. Lexi, or Alex, I'm so sorry. Alex!
Oh.
Alex! I don't know where Lexi came from.
Oh, I should call you Avery now, just to get us
okay,
even.
Let's do it.
It is a beautiful day. I know I wish I could write everyone a go home from work note, but I can't. Outside, we are starting out with blue skies, and overall, we can see downtown pretty well. So visibility is good here this morning, not a cloud in the sky, and will remain that way. We're under high pressure. That's overall sinking air, leading to no cloud development. Might see a few stray cirrus clouds. That's it. We're looking at light winds as well, so that's quite pleasant, less than 15 miles per hour across the entire region. Temperatures are climbing quickly. It's 74 degrees in Lubbock right now, about 71 in Seagraves, 73 in Plainview, and 75 now in Post. We're almost to 80 in Paducah. So we'll continue that warm up here. Through your lunch hour, still in the upper 70s in town. Lots of sun all day long with a high of 87 just after work. And then you could go outside and take your walk, but make sure you're staying hydrated and putting on the sunscreen today because that sun is blasting. Now we will watch changes in the forecast in the next several days with thunderstorm chances by Friday. I'll talk more details on that coming up in a few minutes. Tori?
I'll let that one go, my bad. An elderly couple is trying to get some changes made at the Lubbock County Courthouse. They say there needs to be more ramps for people with disabilities. KMAX Page Pros will talk to them about why they believe this is so important.
Yeah. Lavelle Baker has a hard time getting around.
Well, it weighs 20 pounds.
No, it weighs more than that. Can usually go just about 20 or 30 feet at a time.
Needless to say, when we got through and got to the car, I was totally exhausted.
So when her and her husband had to go to the courthouse to get a copy of a document,
Yeah, we parked on the northwest corner of the courthouse, is where we parked at.
They were upset to see the handicap ramp was on the other side of the building, far away from the majority of parking.
There's no ramp. He said, "You've got to be kidding me." I said, "Just look, there's no ramp."
There is one ramp on the east side of the building with 2 handicap spots nearby.
But when it's full, you have no choice but go on the other side of the park.
It's a problem the bakers hope the county can fix.
I mean, it's not just us two, it's thousands of people here in Lubbock.
Think about the people who are unable to get up and down those stairs on that side. If they can't park on the east side of the courthouse, then what are we supposed to do?
The accessibility manager for the courthouse couldn't go on camera, and the facilities director says the building is compliant with the American Disabilities Act, which sets the guidelines for architects to follow while building.
If you were handicapped, or if your wife or your child was handicapped, what would you do?
Paige Peroso, KMAC News.
A man was taken to the hospital via lifeline after getting trapped 12 to 15 feet down a collapsed trench in the Spring area. The Klein Fire Department says the incident happened around 2:45 Tuesday afternoon near a golf course. Dirt in the trench buried the worker up to his chest, but he was alert and talking with firefighters throughout the entire ordeal. He was finally pulled from the trench last night and taken to the hospital for treatment. We don't know his condition now, but he complained of leg pains during the whole operation. And a shaky cell phone video captured the moments before a Texas police officer shot and killed a woman who claimed she was pregnant. Now people on social media are divided over whether the shooting was justified. Kristen Holmes is in Baytown, Texas with the latest on this tragedy.
Good morning. We are all on edge. That is how one resident described the mood here in this community after Monday night's shooting. Neighbors say Miss Pam, or Pamela Turner, the victim, was a staple in the neighborhood, and now they want answers.
An arrest attempt turned deadly. A Baytown, Texas police officer was attempting to apprehend 45-year-old Pamela Turner late Monday.
I'm walking. I'm actually walking to my house.
When things quickly escalated. Turner screaming at the officer, asking why, telling him that she's pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
According to the Baytown police, after the officer deployed his taser, Turner grabbed it from him.
The female was able to get the officer's taser away from him and actually tased the officer, which forced the officer to draw his duty weapon and fire multiple rounds at the suspect.
Turner was pronounced dead at the scene. Now questions over whether this shooting was justified.
I feel like he didn't have to do her like that. They must have had a couple of words, things went a whole different way, and he shot her. And I really feel sorry for the family, and I hope they get some type of justice.
The police department says she had several outstanding warrants, and that's why the officer was attempting to arrest her that night. In a text message Tuesday, Lieutenant Steve Doris said Turner was not pregnant. He's asking the person who took the video to come forward and help.
Now, I spoke to a lot of people in this apartment complex behind me. That is where that shooting happened on Monday night. Many of them were witnesses to at least part of the shooting, or at least the aftermath, but they say they are simply too scared to come forward. Reporting from Baytown, Texas, I'm Kristen Holmes.
Here back at home, May is the month we celebrate moms. Mother's Day just passed, of course, but if she's been wanting a furry four-legged friend, this is your chance to be the favorite child. Lubbock Animal Services is hosting free mom, dog, and cat adoptions. They hope this event will show citizens the importance of spaying their pets. They'll be free for the entire month. And Brahms Ice Cream has been given the all clear to start construction on their South Lubbock location. City Council heard and approved the second reading of the Brahms zoning proposal, allowing Brahms to occupy what was once known as South House near 82nd and University. Now let the work begin, but they'll have a series of 5 different inspections before they can open. The city says their inspection process can take anywhere from 8 months to a year. More to come here on KMAC News. We're going to take a look at some entertainment going on, but first, here's Alex with a check on our forecast.
We are really looking forward to a couple of nice days ahead across the South Plains. And overall, we're looking forward to nice, clear, warm weather. So that means you want to practice your heat safety. So stay hydrated, wear sunscreen, hat, light clothes, especially if you are working outside, and look before you lock. Don't keep your pets or loved ones inside a hot car. Coming up next, we'll talk about those thunderstorm chances on the way.
KMAC News is sponsored in part by the Ted Liggett Law Group.